Hello, Just2 Film here. I'm going to be doing a review of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which is Ant-Man 3. Now look, I'm not in love with the MCU like I used to be. The more I get into film, the more I notice the plot holes and everything with these MCU movies. But I don't straight up hate the MCU. Like last year, a lot of people seem to hate that Thor movie. I thought the Thor movie was fun, and I liked the other two from last year, Doctor Strange and Black Panther 2. They're like, 6s out of 10. But this film is one of the worst. It's one of the worst MCU movies, on the same tier of Eternals and Thor: The Dark World for me. I mean, look, I don't love the other Ant-Man movies because they're just kind of not funny enough, even though they focus a lot on the humor. Very, very blandly directed, just visually extremely bland. I don't think Peyton Reed is a great director, even in the world of MCU. Now this one's written by like somebody from Rick and Morty, and man, the humor does not work in this movie. They get rid of some of Ant-Man's characters from the first film, like Ant-Man's friends, which I actually thought were some of the stronger parts from the first two movies. So no Luis Michael Pena showing up, T.I., but I guess T.I.'s canceled or whatever, and no David D's character showing up, but David D voices a character in here who's like forgettable. It's really, really weird. Regardless, for this movie, it's mostly set in the quantum realm, which is literally just a subpar take on the quantum realm, where the other movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, when they touch on the quantum realm, there's always this mysterious mishmash that's like incomprehensible. In this movie, it's just like a ripoff of space, and even to the point where it feels like a ripoff of Star Wars, where they visit a cantina. There's like all these aliens that look like they're straight out of Star Wars prequels or John Carter of Mars. It's really, really not good visually, and not in the same way that the first two were good visually, where they were just bland, like city stuff and everything. Not much interesting in terms of the direction. This one is just really, really the blandest interpretation of the quantum realm you could really come up with. Lots of CGI. It looks like the actors are just green screened in like every scene that they appear in, if they are human. But then the plot itself is mostly set in the quantum realm. It's triggered by, a stupid action of one character messing with a thing, and then another character with Michelle Pfeiffer's character. She just is like withholding information, and they keep doing this annoying thing where it's like, I gotta tell you guys something important about somebody, and it's like, what, and then it's withheld to the point where it's like, oh, if you told us this earlier, we would have known not to do this thing. And then also the editing in this movie is really, really bad, where it'll show characters together in one scene, and then the next scene they're like split up in like, oh, where's my daughter or whatever. It's like, wait, weren't you guys just together? And then like they'll cut in the middle of action and then go to like what the other characters are doing, and it's completely boring. Really, really not good. Now, a lot of people are praising Jonathan Majors, and Jonathan Majors is a very strong performance in this movie. He plays Kang. I think Paul Rudd is actually really good in this movie, and I do think Catherine Newton, who plays Ant-Man's daughter, was actually pretty good. But Jonathan Majors, his character is touted as this amazing, just super powerful being that's going to ruin the world and everything. And his resolution in the plot is so lame. It's like wow, that really got rid of him. And then throughout, as the plot goes on, they need characters to escape and stuff. And it's like, ahead of time, I see, this character's taken away to be held in prison. And then they just escape, because I'm like, while they're being taken away, I'm like, wow, this is not going to be ineffective, and random characters are taking them away. And this Kang character was so threatening in the scene before, but then he never uses those powers again, and is just, in how it's concluding the plot, it's really lame. I'll go into spoilers in a little bit. But yeah, the music was not memorable. They didn't even use the licensed music that was used in the trailer. And there's like a pop-up by Bill Murray, which is in the trailers. Wow, he does nothing, and the jokes with him do not land. The jokes in this movie were shown in the trailers, and the ones that are not shown in the trailers aren't very good. One part I like is MODOK. It's so weird and wacky. It's something I wanted more from this Ant-Man concept, but it just feels out of place when the rest of the movie takes itself way more seriously than it should, and I just kind of wish more was in the tone of that MODOK take. So I'd give this a 3 out of 10. All right, let's talk about spoilers. So yeah, Kang is just defeated by ants, really. Like, that was so lame. And then at the end, everybody's praising Jonathan Majors' performance, but that post-credits scene with the multiple Kangs was so bad. Like, the line delivery of that one version of Kang, oh my gosh, that was pretty bad. Other than that, very weird ending, where it was just like, okay, not only When they were getting trapped in the quantum realm for good, portals destroyed, you know, Kang is like quantum-fied or whatever. That was kind of like a meh conclusion to his character. But I was like, okay, at least these two characters are trapped. They had to make this decision to save the universe and to save the one they love, specifically with Ant-Man and his daughter. But then they just make another portal and it's just like, okay, yeah, we're good. Like, what? Like you actually had something that could have had impact at the end of the story. And then it keeps going on for like 5 minutes, and it's this really, really like out of place real life scene that's like parallel to the scene in the beginning where he's like walking around and there's happy music, and then it just kind of ends at like a birthday party or something. It felt very weightless and also felt very strange in how it came at the point it came during the plot. It felt inorganic in many ways. So yeah, and then the ending post credits is just an advertisement for Loki. And this whole movie feels like it's set up for, say, how like Iron Man 2 felt like it was set up for Avengers Age of Ultron. Avengers Age of Ultron felt like it was set up for like Infinity War. I liked Infinity War because it had a lot of setup, but it also stood on its own. That's one of my favorites. And the Thanos threat in that movie is so much more threatening than Kang, who makes stupid decisions here, doesn't use the powers that he could use, and it's not in a way of Thanos where like Thanos, he didn't seek to destroy these people, he just seeked to bring balance to the universe. Kang is, oh, I'm trying to conquer and just get my way and stuff, and it's just like, the writing of this was just so bad. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe here for more different movie reviews and everything. And I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.